thought I'd mention before the video begins, I'm not showing you how to take out the wiper motor. There's lots of good videos on there. In fact, I'll link one below. They do awesome videos. If you're not sure how to do something, check their channel. Chances are they'll have a video on it. Excellent instructional videos, very clear, to the point. So I'll just link below and they'll show you how to take the motor out, the assembly out. No need to repeat that. This video is going to be long enough. So there you go. Thanks. Enjoy the video. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to do a video on changing the wiper bushings on a fairly common problem. This is out of a 2002 Ford F-150, but it's the same for 97 through 2003. If you turn on your wipers and you can hear the motor going, but your wipers aren't going anywhere, or just one's going, chances are you've got a bad bushing, like this one. It just pops right off. And basically what they are is that it has plastic bushings on the end that just wear out. It's a bad design, really. And in my case, it's coupled with the fact that the part of the linkage, the arm, the transmission as they call it, is really, really stiff. So it was way worse last night when I took it out, and I soaked it down with WD-40, but I think it can be better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the linkage apart, put new bushings on, grease them, but I'm also going to take this out of the housing, the shaft out of the housing, and clean it off in there, lube it up, and see how it goes. I'm going to need a few things. I've got a multitude of things. Got a couple of snap ring pliers, bunch of picks, small flat screwdriver, or better known as a pry bar. Now my task at hand here is to remove, well, first of all, this is already off, but normally it goes, hard to even move that by hand. Yeah, it rests on there. You can't really see that, but let's see. There we go. That's where it's on, and it just pops off and falls off really easily. And I'll show you more once I have the entire thing off. Okay, so let's set that there for now. I'll take a screwdriver, we'll take that entire arm off. Yeah, that came off way easier than it should. But anyway, I'll show you. You can see this one here has a crack in it. And it's also just worn out to nothing. And if you look at the ball on the other end, I'll show you. Let me see if I can lift that up. There we go. You'll see it's, where are we? There we go. Really rusty. I'm going to hit that with a wire wheel once I got this apart. And clean it off. So now I want to take off this linkage, which joins the two sides, the two wiper shafts together. So they go in synchronicity, as my buddy Sting would like to say. I'll just get a big flat screwdriver and let's see how this one pops off. Well, there we go. Easy peasy Japanesey. These ones aren't too bad, but seeing as how I have it apart, I'm going to change them anyway so I don't have to take it apart again. Because it is a bit of a pain in the ass to get out. Set that aside for now. Now what I did was I went to Napa, and they had a hard time finding them, but through some Googling before I even went there, I found the part number. And for the 1997 to 2003 Ford F-150, the bushings are part number 6003505 at Napa. It's a Napa Solutions part. And they come 4 pieces, which is what you need, conveniently enough. They're 11 bucks. I bought 2 packs because I'm going to replace all 4, and I'd like to keep at least, you know, a spare in the glove box in case this ever happens while I'm away from home. Lord knows I wouldn't want to change this away from home, but you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, you can see this is just really stiff to turn. It should not be that difficult. So we're going to try and, where we go, get that opening of the C-clip up top. And these are the type of C-clips that got to be spread open. So make sure you get your proper pliers that spread and don't close. Now let's see if we can do this without flinging it across the room. This is where the little tiny screwdriver, actually we'll use a pick for this one, in hopes that we can get in behind there. mean, you can fool around and get this off without these. Lord knows I've done enough of them without the proper tools. There we go. So once you got it started, I'm just going to go ahead and use another one just to hook through there to make sure it doesn't go flying across the room. Come on. Come on, baby. Come to daddy. Nope, didn't come to daddy. All right, let's try this again. I hate these things, and especially these little finicky ones. This is going to turn out to be a half-an-hour video on how not to take these off. I'm sure in the comment section I'll have somebody tell me I was doing this all wrong, but whatever. Whatevs, as the kids say these days. Because you know me, I'm nothing if not hip to what the kids are saying these days. I'm also one of those people that has to do things the hard way. Including this. So get that's coming off all the way around. Alrighty then, we're in good shape. We'll get our large pry bar, also known as a screwdriver, and kind of shimmy them off. Notice I do have my pick through one of the openings just in case it wants to go flying. Because once I get to a certain point here, it's going to want to shoot off. I'm going to put my hand over the end. You might not be able to see, but it's just stopping it from shooting off is all. Also providing the opportunity for me to stab myself with the pick. Okay, there we go. We've got the C-clip off. That's what it looks like. And to get it off, you want to spread it apart. We'll set that someplace safe where it's not going to fly away. Take note of what comes off of here. Little washer. Bushing appears to stay on. Put that there. Now this should just come out. Okay, that's why I say should. It looks like something else is holding it in. I don't see anything. Is this just a rubber seal? Plastic seal? I don't know. At this point, I don't know what's holding it in. I can't see anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the vise. Bring it down over here. Clamp it in another position. When you're working on stuff just like sex, it's always good to change positions now and then. Make sure it's good and tight. German. There we go. Don't pound too hard on this. You don't want to damage the threads, but it does have a pointed tip, so I'm not too worried about mushrooming out the threads. I'm not hitting it too hard. I think there's supposed to be some kind of O-ring in here, and I believe this is what's left of it, which is probably why this is so terribly rusty. I'll clean that up on the wire wheel, maybe sandpaper it a little bit, and clean that out. I'll show you how I'm going to do that after. I'm just going to pause, get what I need to do, and I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So I'm back. I repositioned it in the vise. There's the dirty hole. Stick your finger in the dirty hole. What I'm going to use to start with, if you have it, I have it, is a little wire brush on a drill thing. And this one just happens to be about the right size. Let's go from this side. Don't know if that's showing up on camera, but there's all sorts of crap coming out of here. I'm going to get the air blower and blow it out a little too. Hang on. Alright, here hose. Took off the big long blower. We don't need a 4-foot long blower. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Turn the air on. Alright, if you couldn't hear me, I was just mumbling over there. Nothing important. The interesting thing about these type of wire wheels, they start to turn over, so all you got to do is reverse your drill when you put them back in and they will spread back out. Now alternatively, if you don't have a wire brush, it actually feels not too bad. I might go over it yet with a little sandpaper. What you can do is take a cotter pin, a couple sizes, I'll use the smaller one, and a piece of sandpaper. You can put the sandpaper, first of all, get screwdriver here and pry this open a bit. Just a second. Come on. Come on, baby, open up. There we go. Put sandpaper in there. Kind of go this way, wrap it around whichever way you're going to turn it, kind of roll it around the pin, stick it in your mouth, take that out, chuck that into your drill. So we see we're turning this way, so we want it to go this way. Is that right? What am I doing here? No. Yeah, that'll work. Stick that in there. Same from the other side. Basically, whatever you can do to get this cleared out. There you go. It's a good idea. It's not my idea. I'm not going to claim that I came up with it. I saw it somewhere somehow. I believe I saw it in an old Popular Mechanics book years ago. There we go. Feeling good. Take this out of here and set it aside for now. And then we will take the shaft. That's right, talk about shaft. Shut your mouth. Okay, put it in such a way that I can get at it. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You want it fairly sturdy in there. Going to be using a wire wheel and a grinder. Put spectacles on. Nothing hurts more than getting those little wires stuck in your eye and having to go to emergency and have them grind them out with a Dremel. I know, because I've been there. Yeah. So here we go. You don't have to go crazy and polish it to a mere shine, but you want to get as much rust off as you can. You can do this on your bench grinder too if you've got a wire wheel on there. Whatever it takes, man, whatever it takes. What am I doing? Okay. Get that there. Good enough, I believe. Actually, let's clean off the ball while we have it on there. You don't want rusty balls. Nobody wants rusty balls. Try not to hit this rubber. If you are using a wire wheel on a grinding disc, keep any loose clothing away from it. You get the wire wheel will catch your shirt and just tug it right in and rip your flesh right off. It's horrible. I've come close, but it's never really bit me, but it has. I've seen it get other people. So we'll just give that a test fit. Ready? This goes through here. Oh, look at that. How's that? That's even going in dry. Look at that going in out. Anyway, it's good. Now what I'm going to do is get a couple of O-rings that'll fit on there from my massive collection of O-rings. If you don't have any, go to Harbor Freight. They should have an assortment of O-rings. Here in Canada, Princess Auto has them. I gotta find them. Okay. Hold on here. I'm gonna put you guys on pause again while I do some hunting. Alrighty then, I'm back. Found my little stash of O-rings, combed through them. Found 4 of this size. They fit. I will show you. They just fit snugly around the shaft. So there'll be 1 on the bottom here. Put that there. Take a little dab of grease. You don't want a whole boatload of grease, but some grease is good. A little lube. A little lube makes everything go better. Put that on there. This is just a general purpose grease that I'm using here. I'm sure there's probably something better to use, but oh yeah, like butter. Put one on this side. It has a little area that it rests in, and you want to make sure it fits in there right, because you don't want it pinched with your, like butter. Look at that, like butter. Get in there. Perfect. And that'll just stop water from getting in there and the grease from coming out. All that good stuff. Push that in. Put your washer on. All right. Now you take your little C-clip. Get it started. Let's see, I'm going to better position this so I don't need 8 hands to hold it. Now I guess that is about the best I can do. Let's see. Just get the big screwdriver. Just get this started. There we go. Once we get this started on there, it'll be easy peasy. Make sure that's back on. Make sure your little O-ring isn't pinched anywhere around. causing binding. Slide your clip back on until it clicks into place. I think we're good. Smooth, the clip is in. Not going nowhere. Make sure the clip is in there good. I'll take a little pick and see if I can just pull it off. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, so that's that one. Now I'll do the other one and put it back together, and well, I won't put it back together. I'll do the other one, then I'll show you how to change the clips. Okay, so just hang on again. Back. I'm going to show you guys how to take these bushings off. As far as I know, there is no magic way to get them off easily. You just kind of gotta get them off however you can get them off. Sometimes you just gotta get it off however you get it off. So I'm just gonna cut around the inside here, nip at the plastic. And then you just beat the heck out of it with the hammer. And Gonzo Alonzo. Make sure we didn't bend the flange. I think we're good. We did. Let's do a little straightening here. Perfect. Now you'll do the same procedure for all four of these, so I'll just show you the one for brevity. If you look on the arm here, it's got two slots diagonally across it, and this has a ridge. I don't know how well you can see that. You want to put the ridge going into the slots. Let's see if we can pound that in with the old hammeroo here. Holy schmoly, it's in. That was easy. Why do I feel like something's gonna go wrong? That went too easy. You ever get that feeling when something goes too easy, you just know something else is gonna go wrong? Happens to me all the time. Okay, let's try this one while we're at it. While we're on a roll. How interesting is that? The old one stayed in there. This one goes the opposite direction. Yes, am I right? Yes, I'm right. Just a second here. Anyway, I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm back, ready to put this puppy back together. What you want to do is take a little bit of the aforementioned grease. Just put a little dab. You don't need to gob it in there. For one thing, it helps it slide, but it also helps get it back together. Put that in there. May as well do the other one while we got the old greasy finger going here. Wipe off the old greasy finger. Well, as far as I can tell, there really is no trick to get these back together. I'm just going to use a big pair of pliers. Let's see, what's the big pair of pliers I have? Let's go with these. Big pair of slip joint pliers. These ones happen to be gear wrench. Open them up enough. Let's come around this side. Get that going on straight. Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Same on this side. If only everything in my life went that smoothly. Goes there. Put this one on first. You want to make sure when you started this that you remember the orientation. Maybe snap a picture with your phone or something so you know what you're doing. If you put it back together wrong, it won't really harm anything. It'll just jam it up and you'll have to fix it, redo it. And I don't know about you, but I hate doing things twice. Jeepers weepers, come on. Sometimes you just need 10 hands. There we go. Get this one back on. I highly recommend these gear wrench pliers. Knipex are awesome, I have them. In fact, I have some right here. But these are awesome value for the money. I think I got like the, I don't know what it was, a 6-piece set or something for $60 or something like that. And I use the heck out of them. Oh, there we go. Smooth like butter. And that's it, boys and girls. She's done. I'll put it back in the truck and give it a try. Wash my hands too. All right, everybody, got them back on. This thing was a bitch to get on. Whoever had it off before used a different screw for every hole. It's a bit fun. Hop in here. Got to slide over from the passenger side. It's a bit tight for room over here. Leftover sheet metal from welding up the rust holes. Turn the key on. Wipers on. Fast. Slow. Well, the intermittent wipers don't work for shit. Very intermittent. Well, they work on full and they work on low. That'll have to do. And they go back to their resting place and shut off. So that's it. I'm going to call it good. Good enough. I'll look into the intermittent problem another time. There we go. The next, pop the hood here. Next plan of action is to wash under the hood and clean everything up. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching and hope you learned something. I know I didn't.